Loud Esmond here for Winners and Whiners, trying to make you a better. And we want to make sure you're betting safe, you're betting smart. Exciting time to be involved in sports gambling, sports handicapping, sports betting. But the rules, they are a changing as time goes on. States come in and they make gambling legal. But you got to make sure, because rules are different state to state. Just want you to be careful and safe. I don't do a ton of NBA stuff, but the Nuggets are making it really easy, let's say, in terms of figuring out who's going to win this series. I think it's going to be a sweep. I don't see Miami winning a game, but at the same time, they can't possibly play as badly again as they did in the opening game. They were cold shooting. They were awful. A couple of their key players went something like 3 field goals for 22 shots or something ridiculous. Their three-point percentage was awful. And if you're cold from the floor and you're playing a team like the Nuggets that can just run you out of the building if they get rolling. And keep in mind, the Nuggets were up by like 20 points in the fourth quarter. I think they stepped off the gas a little bit. That game ended up going under. There's no value on the money line for me at all. Denver minus 374. I'm sorry, if it's over 140, 150, I'm not betting it. I don't care how sure of a thing it is. It's going to be the one time you get burned is when you think you have absolutely sure thing. All right, fine. I'm going to go lay the $374 to win 100. I guarantee you that would be the time. Jokic would break his ankle, 3 seconds into the game. And then another one of their key players would come up with, the diarrhea or something, and he'd have to leave it because he, ate some bad Gatorade bars or something. That's what would happen. It's like for me with horse racing. If somebody's a prohibitive favorite, every time I've bet them, they stumble coming out of the gate, the jockey falls off, whatever. So I just don't take super chalks. I don't like betting it. So I'm not going to. Miami plus 299. Sorry, you're throwing $300 away. I don't see him winning a game in this series. I don't like the plus 8.5. They lost by 11 and closed with a 9-0 run. They were down 20 in the fourth quarter. Now, when it got up to plus 12.5 early in the third quarter, I live bet the plus 12.5 and I cashed it. If I was getting 12.5, 13, yeah, I could see betting with the Heat. No way is 8.5 enough for me. Sorry, you lost by 11 in the first game. But I don't believe that the Heat can shoot as bad. But I also believe that the Nuggets took their foot off the gas and could have just kept scoring if they wanted. So I don't love this stat, the implied point total in NBA scoring, but here we go. Denver has an average implied point total of 118.2 this season. That's 6.2 points higher than their implied total Sunday. The average implied point total on the season for the Miami, 112.4, 9.4 more points than the team's implied total in this matchup. I think Miami's going to score more than they did in the first game, and Denver will be able to score more to stay out in front. So we're going over the total of 215. That's what I like in this game. Over 215. I think something like Nuggets 118, Heat 112. Well, that'd put them within the 8.5 points. Nuggets 118, Heat 109. That would just make you lose the point total by the hook and put you over. So that's what I'm saying. Over 215. Ding from Loud Esmond. Not your typical video for me doing NBA basketball, but I do feel very strongly about this one. I think the Denver Nuggets can just keep scoring if they want to, and the Heat are going to score more than they did in the first game. Hence, I'm going over. Loud Esmond for Winners and Whiners, trying to make you a better.